Yes, students, good morning. A very good morning to all of you. We are going to start off with our very interesting chapter, which is called as quadratic equation. I hope everybody can see the whiteboard which I've shared with you. The screen is shared with you, right? So, see, quadratic equation is again one of the important topic of your 10th standard Cbse. It's a fourth chapter. So before learning this chapter, you may recollect the things which we have studied in our previous chapters, like that was polynomials, right? So under polynomial, students, we have two types of polynomials. First is your quadratic polynomial and second is your cubic, right? The quadratic, the name itself suggests, like you have to remember one thing, the degree of this polynomial is 2 and the degree of this polynomial is 3. So in this quadratic equation, we are going to deal with certain equations wherein the degree is 2 and few important topics under this chapter. So I'm going to write the topics very quickly. The very first thing is related terms, so that you will be able to understand what all things are there under quadratic. Then we are going to find out the methods of solving. As we know that there are always certain methods to solve any equation, right? So here also we have few methods, and then the third thing is standardization of your quadratic equations. Then the fourth thing is nature of roots. See, we have to find out the root of a particular equation, so we should know what is the nature of that particular root, right? And under this nature of roots, we have various word problems which we are going to deal. Right, students? So this is quite interesting topic. So please be attentive. So as we move ahead. So yes, the very first thing what I've written, related terms. So I'm going to proceed with my chapter. Yes. See, quadratic equation is of the form ax square plus bx plus c. You can see here very well that the degree is 2, right? And here I've written ax square plus bx plus c. So this is your first term. I'm writing here. This is the first term. This is our middle term. And this is our constant. Right, students? So you have to remember few things, because why I'm repeating the things again and again, because like it is very important that if you remember certain concept at the start of a chapter, then it becomes easy for you in the further topics, right? So this is our basic idea of our quadratic equation or the standard form. So as I have told you that the very first thing is standard form. So I'm going to write few examples, so it will be better for you to understand. See, x into x plus 1. So opening the bracket, you are getting x square plus x. Again, the power is 2. So this is your quadratic equation. Then one more example I'm writing here. Do carefully notice it. It is x minus 2 into x plus 1, which is equal to x minus 1 into x plus 3. So students, you are going to solve this brackets and then you have to find out, excuse me, we have to find out whether the final equation what we are getting, is it quadratic, is the degree 2 or not, right? So while opening the bracket, you have to multiply the first term with your second, your entire bracket, and the second term with the entire bracket. So initially you are getting x square plus x, then minus 2x minus 2. Here also the same thing, x square plus 3x minus x minus 3. So you can see very well here, students, that you can cancel x square on both the sides. It will get, obviously it will get cancelled. X minus 2x becomes minus x. Then uh, here it is minus 2. This is 2x minus 3. Shift the terms here, minus x minus 2x minus 2 plus 3. That is equal to 0, right? So the final equation what I'm getting is minus 3x plus 1, which is equal to 0. So are you finding anything, any root or any power which is 2? Nothing. It is plain. It's a plain linear equation where the power is 1. power of your variable x, that is 1. So you cannot say that this is quadratic. So this is not a quadratic equation. Right, students? I hope I have made yourself very much clear about the quadratic stuff. So I am moving further with our second topic, method of solving our quadratic equation, right? So one thing, I'm just erasing this. Okay, fine. So students, methods of solving. So there are few methods which you are going to note it down. The very first is your factorization. Factorization, the name itself suggests that you are supposed to find out the factors, right? And then the second method is completing the square. That is the second method, completing the square. And third is using quadratic formula, right? So we are going to study these three methods gradually as we move further. First is factorization, then completing the square, and then using quadratic formula. So factorization is very easy. Be attentive throughout the session, so you will be able to understand in the better way. I'm writing again an example. Examples, the more examples we learn, we are able to solve the exercise very quickly, right? The example is x square plus 7x plus 12. See students, if you are observing this equation, as I've told, this is a first term, this is a middle term, and this is a constant. So while doing factorization method, we have to split the middle term. This is a middle term which we have to split. So what we have to do, we have to check for things, right? So कैसे करना है देखो. Yes, if we have to find the factors of your 12. So 12, 2 6 are, 2 3s are, and 3 1s are. So these are the factors of our 12, which is the last term. So we are going to look for two numbers when the sum should be 7 and the product, which is A into B, should be 12. Right, students? We are going to look for two numbers. When we are adding those numbers, the sum should be 7 and the product should be 12. So by the factors, you can observe very well, you have 4 as one number and 3 as another number. So if you are adding 4 and 3, you are getting 7, and multiplying, you are getting 12. So I'm going to write this equation here, x square. I'm going to write 4x plus 3x plus 12. Take common, x into x plus 4 plus 3 into x plus 4, right? Then you have to write x plus 4 once and then x plus 3. Equate both the things to 0, then you are getting the value of your x, right? So x plus 4 is equal to 0, x plus 3 is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 4 and x is equal to minus 3. So you can write minus 3 and minus 4 are the roots of quadratic equation. Right, students? So it is very easy. By this method, your factorization, just split the middle term, look for the sum and the product, and you get your answer. Correct? So one more sum we'll try to solve, then it will better understood. Yes. Okay. So one more example I'm writing here. We have root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0. Right? So initially what we are going to do, we are going to multiply the things. So we are going to do, this is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Your a is square root 2, your b is 7, and your c is 5 square root 2. So your multiplication will be root 2 into 5 square root 2. So you are getting 10. And the addition will be a plus c. Right? So which is 5 plus sorry, pi, just a second. It is pi square root 2 plus root 2. This root 2 is common, so it is pi plus 1. Right, students? So this is 6 root 2. Okay. So your sum is 6 root 2 and your product is 10. So observe carefully what we have done. We have multiplied two numbers. So 5 into 2. So 5 and 2 numbers are 5 and 2. These two numbers, if you can say clearly, you are getting 7 if you are adding. And if you are multiplying those, you are getting 10. Right? If you are adding, you are getting 7. And if you are multiplying, you are getting 10. So you have to carefully do the things. Okay. I'm writing here. Just a sec. This is 2. This is 2. This is just a sec. This is 7 root 2 into root 2, which is, if you are not taking into consideration, is also okay. So 7. Yes. So I'm going to split the term. So it is root 2x square plus 5x plus 2x plus 5 square root 2, which is equal to 0. Take the common. So x plus 5, then square root 2, root 2x plus 5. So write it once, and the other bracket is x plus square root 2, which is equal to 0. So you will get two values of x. First value is minus root 2 and your second value is minus 5 upon root 2. So these are your roots. Okay, students. So we can see here clearly that this is a way to find out the roots by your method called as factorization. So I hope I have made this pretty clear about by solving these two examples, right? One more problem we are going to take into consideration, but that is a little word problem, right? The word problems, how we are going to make a formation of the problems. So kindly note it. Yes. So I'm not going to write the entire problem here. I'm just going to tell you. In this problem, the hypotenuse, this is a right angle triangle. The hypotenuse is given 13 centimeter. And the condition which is given, that is your altitude, that is your height, right? The altitude is 7 centimeter less than the base. So this is your right angle triangle, as we know. This is C, B, and A, right? So this is your hypotenuse, which is 30. So if we are assuming base is equal to x centimeter, your altitude becomes, as per the condition, x minus 7. So students, according to our Pythagoras theorem, I hope you guys know what is Pythagoras theorem because it has been studied, right? So that is hypotenuse square, that is equal to your base square plus your altitude square. So I'm going to note it down. 13 square, that is your x square plus x minus 7 the whole square. So it is x square, open the bracket, x square minus 14x plus 49. Here we are getting 169. So make shift all the things, then you are getting 2x square minus 14x minus 120, that comes out to be 0. So divide this equation by 2 to make it even simpler, right? It is x square minus 7x minus 60 is equal to 0. Again, we are landing up with our quadratic equation. So here the sum is -7, the product is -60. Again, two numbers, take the factorization to 30, to 15, 3, 5, 5, and 1. Look for two numbers, right? So this is one number, 2 to the 4, 4 these are 12 and 5. 12 and 5, 12 minus 5, you're getting 7, and multiplied by 5, you're getting 60. So x square minus 12x plus 5x minus 60 is equal to 0. See, I have taken minus 12. Why? Because we have to get minus 7. Then take the common. So it is x minus 12 plus 5x minus 12. Yes, x minus 12 and x plus 5. That is equal to 0. Right? So x is equal to 12 and x is equal to minus 5. So this we cannot take because it is negative. So base cannot be negative. We have assumed base as x. So x is equal to 12. So if our base is equal to 12 centimeter, your altitude was less than 7. So which is 12 minus 7. So which is 5 centimeter. Right, students? So I hope the things are clear. I have solved one or two odd problems, and I'm going to explain you the initial method of solving, which was factorization, right? Thank you so much.